Welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. We will find out a whole lot more about these teams as Week 1 showdown here on EA Sports College Football. It's the TCU Horned Frogs and the Texas A&M Aggies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
When you walk into Kyle Field in College Station, Texas, it is so dynamic. From the traditions, the cheering, the crowd in unison, it is straight up and down of electric Aggie pride. This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Aggies kicker headed to the football. The crowd eager, and off we go. The start of a new season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll get the transfer rolling with an early carry. He is snowed. Nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. Michael Hawkins fires left. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage forcing that incompletion.
Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. To the air, it's Hawkins. Fires to the big fella. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down.
And that's a frustrating drive. Not the drive they were trying to put together. 3 plays, couldn't find a way to break somebody loose. Catching the football, getting tackled. Offense still trying to get in a rhythm, trying to make something happen on their side of the field.
No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Owens. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
It's 3rd and 5. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Marcel Reed. Right down the middle. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and long here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Payne. There, headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, TCU!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
From deep, it's Valentine. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They're going to run it to the right. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Reed. Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Play fake, Marcel Reed. Under pressure. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field, ready to get going. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Can't get him to the ground. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. On the RPO, got him. Turning it on at the 20. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense is high octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Valentine. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Quarterback keeper. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Reed. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And so far, man, everything's been difficult for this offense. And credit to the defense. They've taken away all the easy stuff. The easy perimeter throws, the quick throws. Nice job playing fast, playing physical. But this QB's got to get a little bit more in rhythm. Be a little bit more patient. Go through his progressions a little bit better. Right now, so far, it's an 0 for 4 start.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Makes a move. There he goes. Open it up. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. From the gun, it's Lewis. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down, it creates 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Right back to it. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. As we take a look at the stats, things are a little one-sided so far. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Hawkins. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. They'll bring him down at the 14-yard line, and that return of the interception has this offense with spectacular field position. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And this has been a frustrating watch so far, guys. I mean, Jesse, you got to be loving the quarterback play here. I mean, just 0 for 6 to start the game. Like, no answers so far, not in rhythm, not accurate. Like, they've got to find something and find something fast because he's not settled in. He's a little bit rattled, and it's showing.
Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Shoots it to the left. It's complete. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. He breaks a tackle. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
Quarterback changing the play. Throwing Reed. Look out. And they got it.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Reed. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
In the gun, 3rd down, Reed. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And coming into this game, talking to coaches, man, they were worried about how fast this defense was, how physical it was. And so far throughout this game, man, it's shown up. Like the speed, the tackling, the eye discipline, they've done such a good job owning this football game early. And it's on the offense now that they've got to find some answers.
They go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Lewis. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Hawkins. Rushes on. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
From the gun on 3rd down, Hawkins. Out wide right, it's Wesco. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Michael Hawkins on the play action. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
They'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Takes a handoff. It's Owens. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the 1st half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Keep it on the ground. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Finds his big tight end. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock.
And that's a welcome sign for this offense, right? They haven't put drives together. Nice to see them execute on 3rd down. At the very least, man, give your defense a rest. They've been playing a lot. Too many punts for this offense. Nice to see them execute on 3rd down.
Eli Holstein to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Lets it fly. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Timeout taken by TCU. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Michael Hawkins caught in the backfield. It's Lewis. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, TCU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that.
Number 34, set to advance on the field.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Valentine. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wide receiver going in motion. Maybe a double pass. They're all over him. Dragged down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
And this defense has come out really, really strong. I mean, this is the 3rd possession. They've already got 2 stops, and now they try to take advantage of them and go over the top because the D's been aggressive. Still doing a great job staying disciplined, staying home. To start this football game, man, they have been lights out.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
1 more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He's changing the play. Lined up in the gun, 3rd down, Eli Holstein. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 8 team, the Washington Huskies. And it's the Longhorns coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Finds his man. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Holstein to throw for it on fourth. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Tight end now in motion. Here's Holstein to throw. Fires to the wideout. On the left side, grabbed by Williams. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Takes the handoff. It's Edwards. Nowhere to go.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Dropping back, it's Holstein. Got there right as the ball did, jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
And the missed connection on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. 4th down, Holstein. He wants to go deep. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Lewis. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Incomplete, and they got a hand on that right at the line of scrimmage.
You see the offense trying to dial up the quick game there with the RPO, and I like the idea of trying to get playmakers the space out in the right flat of the field, see what can happen, but you need a more accurate throw.
Running inside, it's Lewis. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6. The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on 3rd down. Motion from the wideout. Caught on the RPO. He was able to pick up a few, but not quite enough for the 1st down. It'll be 4th down at the 41.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
And I've never met an offensive player who said, no, we don't want to go for it on 4th and 1. 4th and 1 is a great situation for the offense. You got to get 1 yard. You practice it all the time. You got to be physical. Go out and get it. They did a good job going out and getting that 1 yard.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Hawkins turns it upfield. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Left side is Payne. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. Dead center perfect. Put a 3 spot on the board as we finish the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. One final quarter to play, and a W in the win column at stake as we open the 4th. Fielded in the end zone. It's Valentine. Slips through the line. They get him out of bounds at the 46, and he sets him up with terrific field position on that return. Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Makes the grab. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
On the run, it's Owens.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Throwing, Holstein. And here's the third interception of the night.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Fights off a defender. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
Here's some daylight. Breaks into the open. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Payne. Stopped right there.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Fires to the tight end. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
On third down, offenses have their plays. What they like in third and short, what they like third and medium, third and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They put the brakes on it.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Here comes the heat. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Texas A&M offense goes back to work. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Tackled after a gain of 4 on the play, and that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll ride him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on, so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
Holstein. Oh, pressure's coming. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
The game plan was simple on defense. They had to find a way to contain one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football. And guys, not only have they contained him, they've completely shut him down. This offense has no points in this game. Remarkable job by the defense.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. Holstein to throw for it on 4th. Rush right in his face. Still on his feet at the 40. He gets it past the stick, slides to avoid the hit, and the drive stays alive with a 4th down conversion.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And, man, is that a just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really give...
He wants to take the top off. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock has struck 0, and the ball game is over.